Behind me is the Lucky Building, built by Steve Brown Apartments nearly 10 years ago. At the time of its creation, it was the largest apartment complex in downtown Madison. But now, on nearly every other block in Madison, Wisconsin, you can see some apartment complex being built.
I think the students' parents are going to get taken to the cleaners because the housing is definitely suited for university students as opposed to affordable living for the working class.
Behind me is what is now the largest apartment complex in Madison, called The Hub. The creation of this required the destruction of several ethnic restaurants and entire city blocks of Madison. This building is nearly the entire 500 block of State Street, plus several acres behind it, all the way back to Gilman and Francis here. This building, which has a swimming pool on the top of it, apartments that go for thousands of dollars a month. It's just a perfect example of the gentrification that is going on in Madison, Wisconsin.
These people put together corporations to buy up all these houses and put up these high rises. So like 6 businessmen would create a corporation and then do these projects. But if there are, empty rooms everywhere, then why are they? I mean, I'd love for her to have the opportunity to live in a cush building with a swimming pool, athletic club. She could never afford it. She works full time and she's a student, and she's still affordable. But we could never help her with that. So if they have empty rooms, why don't they lower the rent? Everybody's after the dollars, just like the mobile or the gas, oil companies.
Here on Johnson and Broome is the Domain, a very large apartment complex that's been built in the last couple years. But as soon as they got done building this building, directly behind it, they started building another large apartment complex, both within the last 2 years. Yeah. I'm over here by Bassett and Dayton, right in front of a place called Park Place. And this is probably the most common of all, these 5-story apartment complexes that are being built at least every quarter mile of downtown. You're seeing apartment complexes like this, one after another after another.
Well, for a city that severely lacks affordable housing, I don't think it's the solution we need right now. And to my knowledge, I don't think they filled up the first hub, so I don't know what they're doing building another. I think it's just kind of a sad way to increase high roller enrollment in the university, but that's just my opinion.
Behind me is a 12-story tall apartment complex called the City View, where 2-bedroom apartments go for upwards of $1,900 a month. Does this look like affordable student living? Right here, we've got the back of the Hub building, and then directly to the right, you can see another large apartment complex being built.
After doing some research, I discovered that the building to the right was indeed Hub 2, and this is the full design of what they plan on building. But more shockingly, the Hub is building apartment complexes like this all over the country.
And lastly, we come to the building called Ovation. This was built by the Hovde Corporation. Eric Hovde is the Republican who ran for United States Senate in 2012 and lost to Tommy Thompson. This gigantic building that was built right here is, without a doubt, raising the cost for the local businesses in the area. Behind me is where Fanny Garver Gallery was for several decades, but just recently their rent was going up by $10,000 a month. And it's safe to say that all of these condo developments being built all over downtown Madison is causing the rent to go up for small businesses everywhere. $10,000, not a year, but a month. Their rent was going up by $120,000 a year, and they had to move out of this spot because of it. This is the effect that these buildings all over downtown Madison have. Buildings like this raise their rent. Places like the Fanny Garber Gallery that have been here for decades and decades and decades have to move out of their spot.